Academy. In the book review series today we are going to tell you about the book The Constitutional and Political History of Pakistan by Hamid Khan. Before we start the review, if you haven't subscribed our channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon for more update. Constitutional and Political History of Pakistan by Hamid Khan offers a richly detailed and authoritative exploration of Pakistan's evolving constitutional landscape from the pre-partition era to recent times. Hamid Khan, a senior Supreme Court advocate with notable judicial and academic experience, imbues the narrative with both legal rigor and socio-political insight. Readers praise the book for its comprehensive coverage, covering constitutional enactments, amendments, and key political events, with clarity that appeals to both legal specialists and general readers. Some note the dense legal language may pose a challenge, but for those focused on constitutional and political evolution, its indispensable regular updates in the fourth edition extend its relevance up to 2018. Making it one of the most comprehensive single volumes on Pakistani constitutional history. Summary: the central theme of the book revolves around the quest for a stable constitutional framework in Pakistan, a nation that has experimented with diverse systems, from parliamentary democracy to presidential rules, and from hybrid models to outright military regimes. Hamid Khan adopts a liberal, humanitarian stance. He weaves together constitutional documents, court cases, and political narratives to illustrate how constitutional development has been shaped by the interplay among lawmakers, generals, judges, politicians, and bureaucrats. The book highlights recurrent themes such as constitutional abrogation, martial laws, centralization versus federative autonomy, and the judiciary's struggle for independence, contextualized within broader social and political events. Overall, it emphasizes the fragility of Pakistan's constitutional order and the continuous tension between legal aspirations and political realities. Chapter 1: Early Constitutional Foundations and the Objectives Resolution, 1949. Main theme: setting the ideological basis for Pakistan's constitution through the Objectives Resolution. Representative quote: "Sovereignty over the entire universe belongs to Allah Almighty alone." Importance: this resolution is foundational, later enshrined via Article 2A, delineating the constitutional role of Islamic ideology in statecraft. Chapter 2: The Tamizuddin Case, 1955. Main theme: judicial affirmation of executive supremacy via the doctrine of necessity. Analysis: the federal court prioritized the Governor-General's assent over the Constituent Assembly's authority, undermining parliamentary sovereignty. Contrast in dissent: Justice Cornelius argued Pakistan was already independent, not a dominion, signaling early judicial dissent. Chapter 3: The Dosso Case and Martial Law Legitimacy, 1958. Main theme: upholding martial law through legal theory, Kelson's positivism. Description: the Supreme Court reversed Dosso's Lahore High Court verdict, reinforcing martial law under a purportedly neutral legal framework. Chapter 4 to 1962 Constitution and Authoritarian Presidentialism. Main theme: institutional shift from parliamentary democracy to military-backed presidential rule. Overview: the 1962 Constitution suspended parliamentary structures, centralized executive power in the president, and institutionalized military influence. Chapter 5: the 1973 Constitution and return to parliamentary rule. Main theme: reinstituting parliamentary democracy post-Bangladesh breakup. Outline: the 1973 Constitution re-established a prime ministerial system, with the president as a largely ceremonial head, and affirmed Islamic injunctions as guiding principles. Chapter 6: Zia's Eighth Amendment and the Rise of Presidential Authority. Main theme: further consolidation of executive power. Representative insight: the Eighth Amendment granted the president sweeping authority to dissolve the National Assembly under Article 58, 2b. Chapter 7: Political Realignments and Constitutional Crises, 1988 to 1999. Main theme: tug-of-war between democratic institutions and executive overreach. Context: cycle of elected governments being dismissed by the president under constitutional tools introduced by Zia's amendments. Chapter 8: Musharraf Era, Legal Legitimacy and Hybrid Governance. Main theme: judicial validation of military rule and constitutional abrogation, followed by a hybrid civilian-military structure. Chapter 9: Democratic Consolidation and Ongoing Constitutional Issues. Main theme: continued tensions over judicial independence, provincial autonomy, and executive-legislative balance. Critical analysis. Strengths. Comprehensive coverage of constitutional and political developments. Balanced analysis of political actors and institutions. Useful for CSS and law students. Weaknesses. Sometimes more descriptive than analytical. Limited use of comparative constitutional examples. Focuses more on elites and less on grassroots politics. Conclusion. Hamid Khan's Constitutional and Political History of Pakistan is a foundational text for understanding the country's political evolution. It highlights how constitutional failures, weak leadership, judicial compromises, and military interventions repeatedly derailed democracy. Despite these challenges, the resilience of parliamentary democracy, post-2008, offers hope. The book concludes that the future of Pakistan depends on strengthening democratic institutions, constitutionalism, and rule of law. Thank you for watching this review of Constitutional and Political History of Pakistan. I hope you found it useful and insightful. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more reviews and study content. Your support means a lot. See you in the next video.